President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says Nigeria closed 2025 on a strong economic note despite global headwinds. As Nigeria ushers in 2026, citizens' expectations remain high for renewed clarity, action and unity in governance. Lagun Hospital Ikoyi discharges heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua as doctors confirmed his fitness to recuperate from home. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24, live from Abuja. I am your carrier, Clinton. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu says Nigeria closed 2025 on a strong economic note despite global headwinds. The president stated this in a New Year message, expressing optimism that 2026 will be more prosperous for Nigeria, her citizens and all who call Nigeria home. Ibrahim Dan Hamidu reports.
President Bola Tinubu says the country recorded consistent quarterly GDP growth, with annual growth expected to exceed 4%. Trade surpluses were maintained, the exchange rate is stabilized further, and inflation declined steadily to below 15%, in line with government targets. He notes that Nigeria's stock market posted a 48.12% gain in 2025, outperforming many global peers, while foreign reserves stood at $45.4 billion by the end of December, providing a buffer against external shocks. On investor confidence, the president said foreign direct investment rose significantly in the third quarter of 2025, reaching $720 million, a development he attributed to sound economic management and reforms affirmed by global credit rating agencies. Turning to fiscal discipline, President Tinubu recalled the presentation of the 2026 appropriation bill to the National Assembly, stressing that tax and budgetary reforms are aimed at long-term stability. He says efforts are ongoing to harmonize taxes across all tiers of government to reduce multiple taxation and ease the burden on citizens and businesses, while creating sustainable revenue for infrastructure and social investment. On security, the president acknowledged persistent threats from terrorists and criminal groups. He disclosed that in collaboration with international partners, decisive actions were taken against terrorist targets in parts of the Northwest late in December, with sustained military operations continuing across the Northwest and Northeast. He adds that in 2026, security agencies will deepen cooperation with regional and global partners, while pushing for decentralized policing and regulated forest guards, anchored on accountability. On inclusive growth, President Tinubu announced accelerated implementation of the renewed Hope Ward Development Program, targeting the empowerment of at least 10 million Nigerians across all wards of the Federation through agriculture, trade, mining, and local enterprise. He assures Nigerians that all ongoing infrastructure projects, including roads, power, rail, ports, healthcare, and education, will continue without interruption. The president urges Nigerians to remain united, patriotic, and committed to nation building, describing 2026 as a year of shared responsibility and renewed hope. He wishes Nigerians a peaceful, productive, and prosperous new year, while reaffirming his commitment to protecting lives, property, and the nation's territorial integrity.
Pope Leo XIV has celebrated his first public Mass of 2026 on the Solemnity of Mary, Mother of God, telling believers that Mary has revealed the unarmed and disarming face of God. Speaking during his New Year's Day Mass for the January 1 Solemnity of Mary, Mother of God, the Pope said that every day can be the beginning of a new life, thanks to God's generous love, His mercy, and the response of our freedom. He reflected on how God in Scripture sent Moses to free the Israelites from slavery by leading them into the desert. In his homily, the Pope reflected on Mary's role as Mother of God, saying her acceptance of God's plan helped obtain humanity's freedom from the slavery of sin. As the adventure of a new year begins, the Pope urged believers to ask God to help us experience at every moment around us and upon us the warmth of his fatherly embrace and the light of his benevolent gaze. Pope Leo closed his homily, noting that the Jubilee of Hope is about to close, and urged believers to give thanks for the grace and forgiveness received. As Nigeria ushers in 2026, citizens' expectations remain high for renewed clarity, action, and unity in governance. For guests on Good Morning Nigeria, 2026 must be the year Nigeria redefines not just its policies, but its attitude towards service and nationhood. Lydia Sampson tells us more.
With seemingly laudable government policies not properly comprehended, Nigerians are calling for holistic communication and transparent execution of government policies to ensure every citizen understands, contributes to, and benefits from national development.
I'm wary of one thing: disinformation and misinformation. Even the policies of government are not being properly and strategically communicated to the ordinary citizens. So you see a lot of pushback from those who will be worst it with the implementation of the new tax law.
Effective communication backed by sincere implementation, Gaston Good Morning Nigeria insists, remains the bridge between reform promises and tangible progress.
We need to have a mindset on how to be a good citizen. What does it mean to be a Nigerian citizen? If you do your role and I do my role as a citizen, it means that the government, whoever becomes the leader, has a good people to work with.
We need to think nationhood. We need to build this nation. We need to work together.
They applauded the recent appointment of a combatant as a Minister of Defense, noting that it reflects a strategic step towards professionalizing Nigeria's security architecture. They reiterate, with experience in real combat and field operations, a combatant brings credibility, discipline, and practical insight needed to confront insurgency, banditry, and internal security lapses.
For the first time in a long time, we have as Defense Minister a recently retired general who has had combat experience in some of the hottest theaters fighting insurgency. And there has been the airstrike. So the hope and expectation is that this man, yes, he's removed the uniform, but he's practically still in uniform. His colleagues are still there. He's now in charge of Ministry of Defense. And I hope it will be under his tenure will resolve some of the, for me, troubling issues. MOD and DHQ, what's the relationship between them? I'm a soldier, I'm the one fighting in the field, but I don't procure arms. I expect it should be resolved under Musa.
However, the guys are categorical that sustainable progress requires more than strong leadership, but demands shared accountability, where leaders must be held accountable and responsible for their decisions. Citizens must uphold the rule of law. In 2026 and beyond, the guests urge Nigerians to stop pointing fingers and embody selflessness, patriotism, and integrity in their daily actions. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
The world has ushered in the first day of 2026 with spectacular events, filled with hope that the new year will bring the fulfillment of their dreams. Let's get the details on these celebrations from Musa Baba Ali.
This is Lagos, Nigeria. Spectacular fireworks ushered in the new year of 2026. There was also a joyful performance to entertain Lagosians who were out to witness the first night of the year. In the United Kingdom, counting down the hours and minutes to 2026, spectators braved sub-zero temperature as they waited for the annual fireworks display from the London Eye. Paris in France rings the new year with a fireworks display that brightens the sky of the capital. And here is Dubai, where the New Year's fireworks illuminated the sky above the world's tallest building. In Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, it was a display of art with more than 1,200 drones lighting up the night sky with a giant recreation of Christ, the Redeemer, among many images lightening up the night sky to bring in the new year. In the neighboring United States, it was a New Year party attended by President Donald Trump. Analysts are of the view that the New Year 2026 is full of political and economic activities, including sports. Musa Baba Aliyu, NTA News.
Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, has welcomed the first baby of the year for 2026. The baby girl, Zion Elekole, was delivered to the family of Celestina Adakole at 12 midnight at the Federal Medical Center, Abuja. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo tells us more.
She was eager to make it into the world, so she pushed her way in on the dot of 12 midnight of January 1, 2026, weighing 3.42 kilograms at birth. Now she laid beautiful in her cradle bed, awaiting the arrival of Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, who came calling with other mothers to bid her welcome.
Is this your first? Oh, congratulations. God will get out of your hair now. Where's your husband? Yes, congratulations. And the baby is just so cute.
She came bearing gift for the baby with prayers and motherly counsel for her parents. More than any material gift is a legal identity for the child, and the First Lady saw to that with the formal presentation of birth certificate to baby Zion. From Zion, the First Lady visited other newborn babies in the world, including a set of triplets delivered to the family of Oragu after 13 years of waiting.
See what the Lord has done. He has given you victory, and God will bless all of them. They have brought you joy, and your joy will not be cut short in Jesus' name.
While admonishing women to embrace economic empowerment in order to be able to cater for their children, the First Lady notes that the new year is filled with promises.
And in Yoruba land, they will say when you have girls, they come with ease, with ease. So we believe that this year is going to be a great year. Amen. For us as a nation, peace in abundance, prosperity in abundance. I'm excited. Our Nigerian women are very hardworking, and we all know that from our mothers. So we can only encourage them that this year, whatever they want to do, that they feel God has laid in their hearts, they should do it. Never feel that I don't have money to do business. Just go and do what you feel. Start small.
Little Zion is the first baby of her parents, who are now filled with joy by the visit of the mother of the nation.
Never thought of that before, so hearing that this morning is really awesome. I really feel awesome, and it's quite a privilege. So I'm really blessed by that.
There is no better way to start a new year as this. Having my first child on the first day of the year and as the first baby of the year, so it's fantastic. I feel really good and excited.
Meanwhile, wife of the Vice President, Nana Shettima, also welcomed baby Titus and other newborns delivered early on the first day of the year at the Buhari General Hospital in Abuja. Adeni Taiwo, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. We'll be back with more news after the break.
Season greetings from all of us at Erisco Foods. The festivities are already in the air, and we'd like to especially thank you for your continued patronage of Erisco Foods, the only tomato brand to win the National Productivity Order of Merit Award by the federal government of Nigeria. With our proud Nigerian products and services, we have continued to create thousands of jobs for our people and for the growth of our economy. Thank you, our esteemed customers, distributors, and partners. Yes, the taste of Nigeria is the taste of celebration and the taste of goodwill and good cooking. We care for your good health and long life. So cook right and eat healthy to live longer. Always buy a Risco product. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections. Classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million Naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. The President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, has expressed confidence that 2026 will be a year of renewed hope and steady national progress, anchored on institutional responsibility, legislative diligence, and collective resolve. In his New Year message, Akpabio acknowledged the resilience of Nigerians and underscored the central role of the National Assembly, particularly the Senate, in sustaining democratic stability, promoting accountability, and advancing the nation's development agenda. Akpabio urged political actors to conduct themselves with restraint and urged Nigerians to continue to support democratic institutions and to work collectively for peace, equity, and national progress as he wishes citizens a prosperous 2026. And the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has felicitated with Nigerians over the new year 2026, urging citizens to remain resolute, steadfast, and hopeful in the journey ahead. The Speaker, in his New Year message through his Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Musa Krishi, charged Nigerians to renew their hope in 2026 and continue to work together for the unity and progress of the nation. Looking ahead, the Speaker reaffirmed the legislature's commitment to enacting people-oriented laws that will further enhance economic stability, promote inclusiveness, and ensure the security and welfare of all Nigerians in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Tinubu. The Governor of Kogi State, Ahmed Usman Ododo, has extended warm New Year greetings to the people of the state, urging unity, hard work, and sustained patriotism as the administration intensifies efforts to deliver people-oriented governance. In his New Year message, Governor Dodo thanked Almighty God for protection and guidance throughout the past year, noting that the period tested the resilience of the people, but also strengthened their collective resolve. Governor Dodo reaffirmed that security remains a top priority of his government, assuring residents of deeper collaboration with security agencies and community stakeholders to sustain peace across the state. He urged continued support for the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, noting that the president's reforms have strengthened the economy for development. Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sent warm congratulations to the governor of Kogi State, Ahmed Usman Ododo, on the occasion of his birthday celebrated on January 1. Governor Ododo, one of the youngest governors in Nigeria, is an accountant turned politician who previously served as the Auditor General for local governments in Kogi State before his election as governor in 2023. In a statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, President Tinubu commended the governor for pursuing people-centered policies and programs aimed at improving the welfare of Kogi residents. He encouraged Governor Dodo to further deepen the reach and impact of his initiatives across the state. The president also joined the government and people of Kogi State in celebrating the governor, wishing him good health and happy birthday and a prosperous new year as he continues to serve the state and the nation. People's Redemption Party, PRP, salutes the unwavering spirit and courage of Nigerians. PRP National Chairman's New Year message notes of continuous shared desire for a more just and prosperous nation. Falalu Bello in a statement acknowledges concerns facing the nation while the government is focusing on resilience. He urges Nigerians not to be discouraged but show the power of collective action to shape the future looking ahead. The need for all hands to be on deck to strengthen peace building and counter violent extremism across the country has been emphasized. Haliru Muhammad reports that this was at a stakeholders engagement forum organized by the Zamfara State chapter of Preventing and Countering Violent Extremism Network held in Gusau.
Zamfara and neighboring states have been facing security challenges which needed to be tackled through strong collaboration among stakeholders. This informed the decision to convene an engagement forum that brought together various stakeholders, including government representatives, security officials, civil society groups, and youth and women organizations to review progress and chart a collective way forward in the fight against violent extremism. Addressing a press conference after the forum's meeting, the state chairperson of the Network for Preventing and Countering Violent Extremism, Aishatu Abdu Gusau, underscored the importance of coordinated action.
Peace and resilience are not just the responsibility of governments, they are the responsibility of every member of society. Together we can prevent the spread of violence, extremism, protect our family and communities.
The chairperson who highlighted some achievements recorded, including enhanced collaboration among stakeholders,